I wish I could tell you otherwise, but it's unavoidable. You will be compared. Other people will try to predict your future based upon your family's past. These people live vicariously in awe of the athlete on the brink, pretending in plagiarized sentences that being around the game is the same thing as being a part of it.
You saw him last year against SC. 70 yards off the run. It's not a question of what round he'll go in, it's what pick.
Jim, cut the crap. You know damn well you don't have to sell me on this kid's talent. We're already in love with him. He's got a great arm, good vision, excellent field speed, and he's not afraid to lower his shoulder. Our main concern is that hit he took against Sully. And you know interest in this kid is dwindling. The same teams that were beating down his door a year ago, well, they're looking elsewhere now. So no bullshit, Jim. If this stud is lame, I gotta put him down.
And while I was never here for these conversations, I'd be willing to bet that many of Coach Miller's pitches on behalf of my draft status were a reference to my father, my dad, whose legendary career ended by his own choice when my mom died. No questions asked, life became life after football then and there, and he spent what remained of that life coaching me and others like me with a big what if hanging over his head. I finally worked up the courage to ask him about it just before he died. And his reply was that most people think they are willing to do anything to get what they want, until they find out what anything really is.
One or two more like him get drafted, and I'll get my program back. So what do you think, Ed? What kind of paycheck you guys talking about for Elliott?
And that's the question. Whether or not you will join the elite group. A fortunate few who are granted a short lifetime of opportunity to find out just how good they can really be.
All right, listen up, people. Apparently, from what I understand, we had a little problem on Liberty this weekend. Thought it would be a great idea to procure a frickin' penguin. If you want to be a Marine in this unit,
Dude.
you better get your head and
Dude,
ass
I know.
away.
I'm screwed.
Are you serious? You couldn't get any tail from the rest of the birds?
Maybe he's yelling about something else.
Happy Feet, get your
Nope.
ass up here, now!
That's me.
Oh!
What happened last weekend?
You ought to be in jail, Gonzalez! Now you
Where the hell were
understand
you?
me?
I was on duty. Oh, yeah.
You are missing out on so much ass.
Senator, welcome to our microphone.
Is there anything of yours that we could keep as a memento of this visit?
Take California.
Surveillance captures a local cable man raping a disabled girl. Who's responsible for his background check? CBS 13 investigates how a convicted felon could slip through your door. Tonight on the CBS 13 News at 10. High-profile arrests, a blood sport driven further underground. From the streets to a deadly secret world. The codes, the busts, inside California's high-tech world of dogfighting. Monday on the CBS 13 News at 10.
Hey, Curtis.
Oh, hey, Dave.
Ow!
I got it. The Of Glove. We buy it and try it next.
In light of all the press professional sport has received lately for scandals involving anabolic steroid use, we've heard from a number of medical experts condemning its practice.
Athletes aren't just taking steroids to enhance their performance. They're also taking them to speed their recovery from injury and to prevent future injuries. But there are great risks involved.
What makes a man? Are you accountable? Admired by others? How strong are you? Does success wait for you at the end of your choices? How strong are you now? There are forces in life that make us change, regardless of whether we want to.
In the 1940s, only one American man in 8 was completely impotent. Today, that ratio has risen to 1 man in every 4.
You're gonna call me, right? We're gonna do this again sometime? Why aren't you hard?
I don't know.
You're having trouble getting an erection.
Yeah. How would you treat something like this?
Oh, I have no idea.
You won't remain fertile for very long.
There has to be some type of explanation.
You must have used steroids. These problems don't come from nowhere. Any other girl would have been long gone by now.
Why did you stay with me? I stayed with you because I was so humiliated that I was convinced no one would ever have me like I was.
Something inside of you is damaged.
I've always found a way. And I will find a way again.
Most people think they're willing to do anything to get what they want, until they find out what anything really is.